How's everybody doing? My name is Kurt Friedrich, and welcome to episode 28 of TNT Stocks. Today's actual date is October 5th, 2025. The simulated date is going to be April 1st of 2027. And if any of you have been paying attention in the news over the past week, the government did go through a shutdown. It's the first one that I've been involved in since my time as a civilian employee. So it's been an interesting week. I did expect some interesting things to happen in the stock market, but in our portfolio, I'll say I'll be honest with you, it was honestly kind of quiet, but I think given what I expected, that was a good thing. So let's go ahead and get into the criteria and disclaimer and then start diving into the portfolio and the slides. All right. So criteria, we do one video per week. We'll simulate 1 month. I will create videos when available at home, not while traveling on Army Reserve duty or vacations. Any week with a missed video will not be considered a simulated month. Each video will simulate loading $100 to the TNT Stocks account. All stocks bought in the simulation are actual companies with their actual end-of-week closing stock prices. Stocks can be sold between episodes at certain price range per personal strategies. This month we bought 3 stocks at the price range of $5 to $70, so let us see what $100 per video will look like over time. Disclaimer, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. I am not qualified or certified to give professional investment advice. Day trading has high risks involved. Any gain or loss is at a personal risk. Past performances do not guarantee success in future stock purchases. It is highly recommended that you do your own due diligence when it comes to deciding which stock you will purchase. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into our portfolio. Again, these portfolios are split up into 2 different slides because we've accumulated so many different line items. If I fit them all on one slide, it'll be really small. You won't be able to read it, even if you had a massively big screen. It would probably be blurry and still not be able to read it. So this is the first half of our portfolio, and we'll just work our way from the top on our way down. And as you see, AGL, pretty much the same as it's been for many episodes, it seems now. This eyesore is going to continue to be there for quite a while, is what I expect. And as you see, it's still at this is our highest money loser. If we sold it at closing on Friday, it would have been a loss at $31.85, and an overall percentage down 80%. And then if you look a little bit further down, you see where that line item, we bought it there. We tried to buy low. You see, it was almost $3 lower than what we paid for almost a month earlier, and it just kept going down. It seemed like a little bit ago it was trying to creep back up, but it's pretty much stagnant, and we're not really going to do anything with it until at least reaches above $2. So until then, it's continuing to be an eyesore. Moving down, you'll see in blue, CRK. We did sell this stock. We sold it 1 share at $21.61. With an overall loss of $2.40. So this one is one that did not make it through the week. Can't remember specifically what day I did sell it on, and I'll be honest with you, I don't remember specifically what days of the week I sell any of these stocks on. I don't really take note of that, but it did make it through the week basically, and had a little bit of loss. Moving further down, just below it, METC. You see it really did well over the past week. It's gone up. It closed at $37.75. If we were to sold it then, we would have had a gain of $77, and it's up over 200%. I believe last video was like up 180%, something like that. So again, if you were purchasing this stock back in early July, awesome. I hope you've still been holding on to it. I hope it still has been maturing in your portfolio, just like it has been in this one. And looking forward to seeing how this one cashes in. Moving a little bit further down, ESEA, we did sell this line item. If you notice a little bit ahead of it above the CRKA, there is another line item. So this one we did buy. This was with our new strategy when we're kind of start looking at buying stocks that were performing well. And you can see the difference between what was paid for back in end of June to close to the end of August. 2 months later, it really did move up, but it seems like it is starting to come down a little bit, and we did finally let this line item go. I'm not ready to let the line item above it go yet. If it does kind of continue to move down, then we'll let it go. But and I'll be in all honesty, my own personal portfolio, I have this one as well, and has been doing extremely well in on my personal portfolio. I've had it way since before July, and so I was be honest with you, I was kind of disappointed to see this line item go, just because I've really been rooting for it. But yeah, per my strategy, it was time to let this one go, so we did cut sling load on it. So that's what we got on this half of our portfolio. On the second half, not really a whole lot here to share as far as buying, well, as far as selling. Everything here kind of held steady. You do see some of these line items in the negative, but again, that's just because government did shut down and it did affect some of the stocks, stock market overall. But hopefully the Senate does pass the budget and the stock market starts moving back in the right direction again. And some of the ones that are in the negative will move back to positive, and some of these ones that we just bought now will be benefiting from these purchases. So what we bought is CVR Energy Incorporated, 1 share at $36.94. GSL Global Ship Lease Incorporated new, 2 shares at $30.53. And Iteron Location and Control Limited at 1 share at $35.91. So these are, we've kind of been purchasing some line items that we already are some stocks that we already have had previously, because I've been running out of ones I've been following that are eligible for purchase per my personal strategy. Kind of ran out of ones to buy. So these popped up on the radar again. Or well, I think ITRN we've actually had that before. Maybe CVI. I don't think so, but maybe the GSL. I believe that is a new one. So a little bit of fresh blood into our portfolio. So that's good to see. And then right here, you see here's our over under. That held strong. I usually kind of talk about this, but before going to the next slide, but in this case, we'll just jump right into it. You see our over under. The previous week, it was at $151. This week, it's at $155. So you see it did move up a little bit. So even though that the market had kind of moved down and we did need to let some of the stocks go, our over under still did hold pretty strong. So that's very encouraging to see. The slide that we are not happy about is our income. Because the 2 stocks that we sold were at a negative, this dropped our overall income from $5 to negative $3. So we see this one is pretty much, ever since it really jumped up, it's really just been having a bad trend. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes where it's moved in the wrong direction. It was up as high as $105, and now it's down to negative $3. So it does sound like our new strategy may not be working, but as you saw in our in the portfolio slides, that we do have a lot of strong, a lot of the stocks are holding strong. And when it comes to going ahead and selling those, then I expect this this slide to jump up significantly. So we just got to stand by and wait and keep weathering the storm until the better days come for our income slide. Take home remains the same at $127.60, basically because over the last several episodes we haven't sold anything that has made any money. But again, you see that we do have some stocks that are poised to sell and make a significant amount of income or take home. So I do expect this stock to jump. This one only goes up because we only the one that drive the items that drive this slide are stocks that sell on a positive. Half of that we take home and put in our pocket. So this is just waiting for us to sell stock on the positive side of things, and just hasn't happened over the past few episodes. So maybe this week it will, and maybe we can have a big jump on this slide for the next episode. Here we are with what we have invested. Basically, this slide shows what the number of shares that we have at their purchase price. And you see this one has pretty much stayed flat. It was at $2,100 and still at $2,100. So pretty much everything that we did buy or we did sell, when we put that back into our account, the line items that we did purchase were way lower than that $70 purchasing amount, so that the residuals from those purchases just really stay in the bank, and they're going to sit there until the next week. Which brings us to our total. This slide, typically is going to move in the upward direction. We are wanting to see it curve north, going up. Just hasn't really happened yet. It started to a little bit ago when we had that big sell, but overall it's just kind of still staying linear, which is better than nothing. We definitely don't want to curve in the southern direction, but we definitely want to see it start curving in the northern direction. May just take some time before that really starts to happen. And then here we have our first combined slide. I nicknamed this our spaghetti slide. And you see where the over-under is still holding strong. Income really taking a dive down, and the take-home, of course, just staying flat. It's really been flat ever since the October month. So I think it's due for a jump up in the right direction. So yeah, let's hopefully this before the next episode we'll see something happen like that. Here we have our combined of the investment total, and as you see, these two kind of mostly remain parallel, and now they're kind of separating a little bit, and that invested is kind of getting a little zigzaggy, but overall still kind of following a parallel projection in the northeast, I guess you could say, direction, which is what we want to see. And then lastly, after we remove the line items of the stocks that we did sell, here we have our overall portfolio. Hopefully it's not too shrunk up on your screen. On mine here, as I'm recording it on my monitor, it looks pretty good. But you see we have an overall shares of 117 shares total. And if we sold everything on Monday morning at opening, we would have an overall take home of $163.60. So that's why I say, like, we really do have the potential for some of those slides to really kind of take off in the right direction that we want them to move in. So it's just still just kind of wait and see. We still just want some of these stocks to continue to mature like they have been, and then as that once that happens, then yeah, we'll let them go and we'll cash in on them. Until then, we just hope they keep maturing. So that's really all I have for this episode. Like I said, nothing too crazy going on, other than the government shut down, and I thought that it was really gonna hit hard on our portfolio. It did not. So I don't know if that really means that our portfolio weathered the storm, or if it's just status quo. But hopefully, when the Senate votes on Monday, they will vote to fund the government again, and hopefully that will instill some confidence in our shareholders to start buying stocks again and cause our portfolio to move up. So, but otherwise, I hope you all got some useful information out of this video. I hope that some of these stocks you were able to purchase and hopefully are making some money off of them and moving your portfolio in the right direction. Nonetheless, we'll just keep picking away at it, and it'll all start coming around at some point in time soon. But yeah, good. Yeah, we'll close out this video, and until the next one, good stock hunting. Don't forget to comment, rate, share, and subscribe, all of the above. And until the next episode, take it easy.